The OnePlus X gets announced and we go for a quick hands-on. Samsung quarter results reveal that the company is doing somewhat better. And remember that Nintendo game that we teased yesterday? Yeah, forget about it. I'm Jaime Rivera, and it seems that the next time we'll be happy about a mobile game, it'll be another Angry Birds sequel. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with Samsung, as the company has just provided its quarter results so far. Well, 6% in growth when it comes to revenue, up to $45 billion in its equivalent in Korean currency. And in addition to that, well, the company has also grown almost 20% when it comes to profit, which is crazy, up to $6.5 billion. These are all great news, but the most interesting part is that Samsung handsets haven't really shipped more. They've actually shipped less, so this says a lot about the company. Let's see how the company performs going forward with its future launches. And sadly, there is nothing newsworthy about Nintendo's first mobile game, but I'm doing so because I have to follow up on yesterday's news. The game is called Miitomo, and it's an avatar game. The whole purpose here is for you to sort of like share the information you want to share with friends in a sort of like intra-social network. But no, it's not Super Mario Kart or a new version of Zelda. It's nothing that people will go crazy about. And you'll have to wait for it until March 2016, which is even worse. And for those of you that like Huawei's smartphone designs this year, which we do, but hate its user experience and interface, which we do too, well, Huawei kind of noticed that up to the point where the company has just hired Abigail-Brody, which is famous for being one of Apple's major design gurus for a lot of things, particularly the first generation iPhone, OS X, Apple's high-end applications like Aperture and Final Cut Pro. This is really great news. This brings a lot of highlight to Huawei's future when it comes to its UX. We really can't wait to see what they come up with. And it seems that Apple doesn't really want developers tinkering with the whole 3D touch technology on the iPhone. You remember that plumometer application where you could measure plums on an iPhone? Well, Apple has just rejected a gravity application on the grounds that, well, it doesn't have a category for weighing applications because it seems that it wasn't considering, you know, the iPhone's success and 3D touch to be used for this, even though it can be used for this. It's rather odd to see that Apple is doing this. They're just removing usefulness from the iPhone, but then again, whenever people want to weigh a suitcase, it kind of makes sense for them not to want to do this. And finally, the hot news today have to do with the much anticipated OnePlus X, which is the budget-minded offering from OnePlus if you measure the $250 price tag and the Snapdragon 801, but that's just about it. We're talking about Gorilla Glass in the front and the back in a very neat design. In addition to a 5-inch 1080p OLED display, we've got 3 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of expandable storage, and just about everything else about this phone is rather cool, starting with its design. Yeah, this is really not a budget-minded phone when you look at it, but then it leads me to the question of the day. Now that you've got the OnePlus X and the OnePlus 2, which one would you pick out of the two? In my case, I would just steer to the OnePlus 2 mainly because of the fingerprint scanner, but leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, as always, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, or on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.